Across the state, you're with Andrew Collins on ABC Radio WA.
Okay, news out today that romance scammers have begun using deep fake technology to con their victims out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. And West Australians have been duped. Commerce Minister Sue Ellery spoke about this earlier today.
So what we've seen just in the last 2 weeks is 2 West Australians fall victim to romance or dating scams, and between them they lost around about $1.4 million. One lost over $800,000 and the other lost over $600,000. Video calls were manipulated with deep fake artificial intelligence to disguise the scammer's appearance. Romance scammers really are the worst of the worst. They appeal to people who are looking for love or companionship, and they represent really the worst of humanity. Our advice is to be incredibly vigilant, to be cautious about love and dating scams. Never transfer money to someone you have not met in person. Major red flag. If someone you have not met in person is asking you for money, block and delete. Get out of it.
Commerce Minister Sue Ellery. So this is just in recent weeks. 2 West Australians collectively lost more than $1 million to these romance scammers using deep fake technology. Via video calls, they're using this deep fake technology. So this is new to me, new to many of you, I could assume. Let's go to an expert in this, Dr. Oliver Guidetti, an expert in cyber psychology and romance scams. He's here for a chat. Oliver, welcome.
Hi there. Thanks for having me on your show. It's nice to be here.
Thank you. So video calls manipulated with deep fake technology. How is this done?
Well, these criminals, and they are criminals, are using essentially publicly available software. Well, you can think of it like software, I suppose. Essentially, they're masks. They're complicated masks that an attacker will use so that they come across as basically anyone. They can change their gender, they can change their face, they can change their voice. It's almost like science fiction in a way, a shapeshifter. But to someone who's gone onto onto online dating with pure honest intentions, it's very hard when you're actually experiencing these things to actually recognise that this person who appears to be quite honest and interested in me might actually be a threat.
Are there visual signs that this is fake, or is it so good you cannot pick it?
Visually, it's basically at the point you almost can't pick it. I mean, some of the more sophisticated models the more sophisticated tech out there, you really can't pick it. What you're going to pick it though is in the sorts of behaviour and the sort of conversations that they're having. That'll be what sort of gives it away. There'll be things like requests for money really early on. Oftentimes, it should be the sort of thing that it's a deal too good to be true, as it were.
So they're changing their appearance to suit the circumstance, are they? Changing their age, changing their gender, changing their look. Is that the way it works?
Yeah, well, their gender, their look, their voice in particular as well. That can also be very easy to change just using a piece of software.
So the advice then is pretty simple. Just you need to meet in person before you can believe anything.
You need to meet in person, and ideally, you also want to have an idea of who this person is. Insofar as I haven't just met with them once or twice, because it can be the case that certain types of attackers, they'll actually be who they are. They're using their real face, their real identity almost. But you want to kind of get an idea of this is this person who says they work here. Do they work there? But more importantly than that, it's also to listen out for your mates as well. It's more likely that because these are such alluring traps for people, it might sound like a friend who sends off a little bit of money here or a little bit of money there or a lot of money here or a lot of money there. And it's more than just a romantic partner helping someone who is genuinely their romantic partner. It'll sound out of place, and the best way to catch it is by catching it in other people. When you're experiencing it, it's very hard.
Yeah, good advice. Thanks for coming on, Oliver. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Dr. Oliver Guidetti, so expert in cyber psychology and romance scams. Sandy says, who gives that much money to people they don't know? Wake up. But yeah, the advice there is you can fall in it, and friends and family need to see the signs as well to stop people losing big sums of money